President Trump won the White House without any previous political experience. That's led other celebrities to consider a presidential run of their own. The latest, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, the former pro wrestler, telling GQ a campaign for the White House is, quote, a real possibility. What do you think, Kimberly?
Well, I'm a big fan of his movies. That's it.
We stopped there.
Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of don't see it. I think he could play a president, right? And he's fantastic in the new Fast and Furious movies like that. He's huge at the box office. He has a tremendous amount of, public appeal. People like him. He's very popular. But, I mean, what kind of experience does he have? I mean, President Trump has business experience. He's trying to bring jobs back to America.
Well, wait a second. I mean, people could say he has wrestling and acting experience, and he's extraordinarily successful and wealthy.
So he would wrestle.
How does wrestling experience translate into success at the White House, Juan?
I don't know. How's business experience doing?
Okay, well, I think it's doing well if you look at the stock market for the jobs created.
But listen, what jobs?
Listen, I just think he said this to get attention. His movie's coming out. He made a little splash in GQ. There's no way The Rock's going to run.
All right. What about Oprah? What about Oprah?
Well, I didn't know a lot about The Rock until I read that GQ article today. I didn't know about his upbringing, and like this guy, he worked his tail off to get where he is, and he seems very nice, popular, and but he sort of admits in the article he'd have to come up with some specific policy platform if he was going to run. But at this point, it's all speculation as to who will be running. Except for that my prediction will come true. Al Franken is definitely going to try to run.
Al Franken? Well, it's kind of a celebrity. He was a comedian.
Yep.
That's what his experience.
Can I just go on the record and say that I like The Rock?
Yeah.
And I don't want to get on The Rock's bad side. Okay? I just want to make that clear. Go ahead.
So, Greg, the people who did South Park did a movie long ago called Idiocracy.
Of course.
In which they predicted that, like, a porn star and a wrestler would be elected.
Judge. It wasn't South Park. It was Mike Judge who made that movie.
But wasn't he involved with South Park?
No, you're thinking of Beavis and Butthead.
Oh, Beavis and Butthead.
I hate to be being the only cultural expert at Fox.
You are an expert
but my
on
point,
Beavis and Butthead.
holds.
Yes, I know.
My point holds. What do you think of electing or we vote for the biggest celebrity in the room?
Well, here, people talk about historical presidencies. Donald Trump broke the celebrity ceiling. We've never had celebrities before. Now we have them. And he proved that politics really is downstream from pop culture. 30 years from now, when Selena Gomez is president, Justin Bieber is vice president, Miley Cyrus is Secretary of State, we're going to have Donald Trump to thank. He broke down the barriers. He broke through that ceiling. He got our celebrities into office.
Isn't he single now?
Yeah, and Bieber's Canadian. I don't think he can be.
But
that's why I made him vice president.
I really think that's a great point. The culture, politics is now downstream from culture. I mean, it's like, what entertains me is what matters most.
It was Andrew Breitbart said that about 7 or 8 years ago, and now it's coming true.
My goodness.